Still talking about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Now I'm going to read out another passage and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Take thou, O Thoth. Now bear in mind, Thoth was Ningazida in Anunnaki. All of your wisdom, take all of your records, take all of your magic. Go thou forth as a teacher of men. Go thou forth, reserving the records until in time light grows among men. In other words, take your knowledge and your devices, etc., and don't let men see them until men are smart enough. Light being knowledge. And then it goes on. Light shall be thou be through all the ages, hidden yet found by the enlightened men, like we are right now, the people listening to this, all over earth. Give we ye power, fill thou to give or take it away. Gather thou now the sons of Atlantis, take them and flee to the people of the rock caves. So in other words, he's been warned off of Atlantis. Now if you've watched my previous videos, you'll see that Atlantis really was just another Anunnaki city. So to be warned off, now why would he have done that? Well, I've already mentioned in previous videos that they were, Ninurta was going around to bomb up some of these locations. So they warned him off, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm probably going to have to put some more of these videos on my Patreon, only because I put one up a minute ago and it just got taken straight back down because I'm obviously talking about dead things in some of my videos to do with the Book of Thoth, because it is talking about reincarnation, etc. And so I'm guessing that's what happened. So I'm afraid the next few of these will be on my Patreon page. Sorry, and that's Our True History on Patreon. Sorry, I'm just doing it because I don't want my channel to be pulled. You may have seen this video of the guy flying over the top of the Great Pyramid. Now, they slow it down and freeze frame it almost. I'm going to try and do that now. And there. So basically, there appears to be some writing on these blocks. Now, that could be one of a couple of reasons, but the actual writing here on this particular one looks Roman. It has that Roman style font. Now, we do know that Romans did actually indeed visit Egypt. Now, I'm not saying the Romans were there when these were built, but, people can climb up to the top of them. That's not impossible. Of course, nowadays it's not allowed. Now, this one up here has got what appears to be some sort of hieroglyphics, which makes it really interesting. But it's also, if you look back here, there's blocks deliberately put in the center there. So that would have been where the light beam would have come out. You can see there's a hole there. The Great Pyramid had a light beam going up into space. And this is from the Lost Book of Enki, which is translated from ancient text that Zecharia Sitchin had found in a library that you probably now won't be allowed to go and read them. They've probably even destroyed them, knowing what the secret military are like. Now, the capstone was classed as having electrum, which is naturally forming alloy from gold or silver, and silver, and Gibble. Now, Gibble, unfortunately, only translates into a person or a deity or a god. So I think we are misunderstanding what Gibble is. My take on it would be, because the god was fire. So if you put fire and sand, you end up with glass. So here we see a hole, which is at the top of the Great Pyramid. So inside the Great Pyramid had crystals, which used the ley lines to help produce a beam that would... Aliens were involved in the Great Pyramid, and with the light beam going straight up into space. I did mention this on video 1 onwards, so do scroll back or go to my website, ourtruehistory.co.uk, and watch the videos onwards. But I'll just give you a hint. It was to do with a beacon so that when the Anunnaki returned again, they would know where to go, because last time the flooded their landing pad, so they had to make a new one, and this was a beacon. Now we can kind of prove that where this is a really crude drawing of the pyramid. They got the tunnels here, etc., and there's the king's chamber here and the queen's chamber. Now the images always show these shafts going up off of the king's chamber and the queen's chamber. Now everyone says it goes off to Orion. However, there is no gap here on the edge. So it actually goes up at an angle. And now this is proved by the History Channel when they sent a little robot up there. It goes off up to the top for the beam of light. Here's something you might find interesting about the second largest pyramid, the Khafre's pyramid. Now, technically, it's not his because he wasn't even born when the pyramids were built, and neither was Khufu. But mainstream will push that down your throat. Now, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth talk about Thoth, which was Ningazida, as an Anunnaki building the pyramid and putting a spaceship underneath it. However, everyone seems to think it was a Great Pyramid. He's referring to Khafre's pyramid. Now, he did build the first pyramid, and that was in the Lost Book of Enki. But let's talk about the second pyramid here. This is the one that no one talks about, really. Now, if you read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, you will realise what actually Thoth stroke Ningazida is talking about. He wants to communicate with the dead, or spirits, shall we say, the light energy beings. I'm actually running out of time here, so I'm going to carry this on the next video. Do follow and watch.